Hello. In today's training session, we're going to discuss how to create an estimate using the Fieldwork Office app running on an iOS device. Once you log in, you'll be taken to the calendar view. It will default to today's date. In the upper right-hand corner, there is a plus sign. We'll click the plus sign and we're going to select Estimate. Step one will be to select the customer. We're going to click in that customer field and we'll be presented with a list of active customers. There is a funnel that gives us some filtering options. There's also a search field where you can search for your customer, or you can just scroll through the list and pick a customer to use. And the next step, we're going to click on the location. You'll want to verify that you're creating the estimate on the appropriate location. Some customers have more than one service location. We just want to be sure that we're using the right one. Next is the issued on, that defaults to today's date. Next, you can add an expiration date when this agreement is going to expire. The pending status, we will not be using at this point. If there is a purchase order number, you can click in this field and add your purchase order number. That number will carry all the way through to the invoice should you sell this job. If you're using marketing campaigns, you can click in the marketing campaign and it will display a list of marketing campaigns on your server. Just select the one you want and say done. Next comes a short note field. You can click in the note field. These notes will appear on the estimate that you may email to your customer. So next we'll have to schedule this estimate on somebody. We're going to scroll down here and click on the tech field. Now generally you'll probably only see yourself. If you are a supervisor and other technicians report to you, you may see more, such as in the case. For this illustration, I'm going to use G.I. Joe, which is the individual I'm logged in as. We're going to hit the apply button and G.I. Joe's name is now added there. Next comes the start date. When do you want G.I. Joe to go out to do this estimate? You can scroll, change the date. You can also change the time. And you can also give it a duration. Once we save this estimate, it will then appear on G.I. Joe's schedule on the 29th at 9:45 a.m. Lastly, we're going to enter line items. This will be the service that you're giving an estimate on. We're going to click the green add button. And we're in the add new line item screen. From here, we'll click on that name field. And this will show all of the active services that your company performs. You can change the quantity just by clicking in that field. You can also change the price if you need to click in that field and add a new price and click the done. Once you've completed here in the upper right hand corner, you're going to click the done button and you can see now we have a German roach treatment for $350 that's been added. If you need to add an additional line item, click add, click name, and let's say we are going to add a flea treatment to this service as well. Click done, and we now have the German roach treatment and a flea treatment added. From here, we're going to save, and the estimate has now been saved. From here, you have a few options now that the estimate has been saved. I can scroll down to the bottom, and we can add photo. If you click on add photo, it will request permission to access your photo library or your camera. You can add up to 12 photos. The other option at the very top next to the envelope is PDF. You can click on that and you can actually view the estimate that will be emailed to your customer. Now, if you do need to email this to your client, you can click the envelope in the upper right hand corner, and whatever the email address is registered on the service location will default in the to field, and you just hit send. If you are at your customer's location doing this estimate in person and they do approve the service, you can click this pending in our status field and it will bring up our status options, and we can change this to accepted. Click done and then save. The estimate has now been saved as accepted. A work order has been created and is now in the work pool on GI Joe. So this covers creating an estimate using the Fieldwork Office app on an iOS device. Thank you.